was explaining to Cole here how earlier today I was really in the mood for some head.
What are we doing, Ben? What are we doing?
Cole thinks we're wet sanding that door that he fucked up on the
I didn't
Mustang.
fuck it up. What are we doing?
Acceptance is the first step, Cole.
Yeah, and accept that she left you for someone else.
No, she left me to go to Italy, actually.
I don't think that's true. I went BB for Italy.
I don't blame her either.
What are we doing?
You fucked up my car and now we're gonna fix it.
Trying to find the lights for it. They're in there. There we go.
See all these scratches? Like Cole putting my paint?
I guess we're gonna fix that.
Look at all this. Look.
Doesn't even show up on camera. We're fine.
That's not right. And neither is that.
Doesn't even show up. It's perfect.
Why'd you fuck up my shit?
Why'd you fuck up my shit? Alright, when we get to work, we'll update you with progress.
Look at him putting in work.
Ben's a jackass.
As it turns out, some of those scratches are a little too deep. So we're gonna have to do it dry, then wet. We're gonna do a dry, then a 1000 wet, then a 2000 wet.
They're a little deep.
So we're getting there. We've sanded it, gone down through a couple of layers. We have to go through with a 2000 grit wet sand and then clean all of this up really good to make sure there's no powder that's left under there. The first time we did it, we were in a hurry and Cole grabbed a much rougher sandpaper than you can really use, which put gouges, which if it'll focus, let's see, gouges into the paint. Can't really see them very well, but there you go, kind of. So we're having to go through wet sand. We're gonna just respray the whole door. Looks like shit now, but once we're done, it'll look a lot better. Sort of taking our time, doing it right this time. Unfortunately, when you're painting parts, as boring as it sounds and as boring as it actually is, 95% of painting is just prep work. So we've been sitting here sanding for longer than I'd like to admit, but that's just part of the game. That's how it works.
Oh shit. Got a little run. I think it was still wet down here. So we are, how many coats in? 3? 4?
Three, I think.
I think it's like 3 or 4. And unfortunately, let's see if we can get the camera to pick it up. I don't think it is. Unfortunately, there's still some gouging, like right here, right around this area.
Which doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense because they were like super smooth to touch. Maybe it'll pick it up down here. No. So here, let's see.
Yeah, you could run a fingernail across them and it wouldn't.
Well, I mean, it still does need a few more coats because you can see some red. well, when you shine a light on them, you can't really see them at all. So I'm wondering if maybe it'll work if we do another coat or two.
It might. And I think once we go back after it's all dry and very lightly wet sand and cut and buff, it'll probably come out better.
Yeah. So I think we should do the other side again because it looks sticky. Like it looks like something's
Like
touched
orange
it.
peel.
Yeah. Or at least wet sand it. So I'll keep you guys updated. Hopefully things will turn out better. It shows I haven't really been in this video. Hopefully things will turn out better as we finish things out.
This one's actually pretty damn good.
There you've got some orange peel.
Well, it's
Like
part of
right
the
around
metal
here.
print too.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Whatever Ben thinks. It's basically his Mustang. So,
Yep. Piece of a Mustang.
piece of a Mustang. So, we'll keep you guys updated. What are we doing? Are we done for the night?
We are. We're going to wait for it to dry. There's still some gouges that are visible, but I did a lot of coats so that it would be pretty thick. And we can go back through and wet sand the actual paint when it's dry. And hopefully if that
Doesn't
works
show
the
up
way
on
I
camera,
hope it
but-
does, it'll cover up all those gouges.
Yeah. While he did that, I kind of tried to tidy up the garage a little bit. There's
it
so
work?
much shit down here that it's impossible to do. But we'll see. So I'm gonna head home for the night. Ben, you want to give him a good night kiss? Good night.
So I didn't film a whole lot yesterday, mostly because I was trying to catch a flight and groom and go through all that, and I didn't want to video the seller, try to keep all that private. But I'm road tripping the car back now. It's the next day. It's about 7:30 in the morning. I've been on the road for a few hours to try to avoid traffic, and probably wondering what I bought. And so I will give you an answer.
VE, are you fucked up again?
So, if you're a normal person, you're probably wondering why the hell did I buy this? Because it's generally agreed that these are sort of the low spot for Porsche. People don't really like these. Other than the first gen Caymans, they're probably the most hated Porsche out there. And I sort of get that. When I first got it, I didn't think it was that good looking. It does have the clear headlights and side markers, so that does make it look a little better. I need to do the tail lights. But they drive fantastically, and they're comfy, and they're pretty good at everything. And I'm going to say something that most people are going to think is sacrilegious. I've owned this car and an S2000, and this car is better in pretty much every area. There's a couple spots that I prefer the S2000 on. Mostly looks, I do still think it looks better. But other than that, they weigh the same amount. This car has more grip, more tire under it. It's better balanced. It also has more power at the same weight. It's more comfy, it's more practical because you have a trunk which is about the same size as the one in the S2000, but you also have a frunk which has a good bit of room in there too. And these cars handle incredibly well, and they sound great because they're still a flat six. And they do everything pretty well. And they're really cheap and sort of underrated, and I got a really good deal on this one, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it that long. I'm planning on daily driving it for a while, and then I may sell it, try to make a little bit of profit on it. I don't know yet, but I need to get back on the road and try to get home.
VE, are you